2022, and guess what? That means you're getting more of us. It's more of the same here. Welcome back to Quiz Showdown. Let's get ready to fumble! I am the showrunner, and for the first time in the show's run today, competitor, Daniel. I get to actually take part in one of these. It's been, I think the last one I did was an NXT quiz featured on our main feed. You'll see the host of that quiz in this quiz later on today. But folks, this is actually quite fun. I get to do a quiz for the first time in donkeys. I get to see how badly I'll do compared to everyone else. So this will be fantastic. And enough about me. We've got someone else doing hosting duties for today. It's a man who I remember there was an intro I gave this man one time. A very fitting intro. So you know what? I'll go to the well again. The Rock calls himself the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. We just call this man a fart. It is Ross McLeod.
Thank you, Daniel, and very good for the environment that you're recycling patter. Thanks very much for that. Reducing joke waste. That's very nice. Anyway, welcome to the 4-year tradition. Let's get into it. The 4-year tradition that is here, the Royal Rumble quiz, add legacy here at Suplex Retweet. We have members that don't last 4 years, and yet this premise has lasted this long. I am shocked and appalled it's been allowed to happen. But moving swiftly on, you heard from your not-so-host with the most, Daniel there. I also have a Suicide Squad-esque relatable crew here. Look at the state of these people. Not one of them I asked for. I mean, we've got Nathan from Rogue Opinions. Nathan, it seemed like we opened the forbidden door, but I mean, actually, it's more like 1997 with the AAA jobbers making up numbers in the Royal Rumble. But thank you for doing so. We've got the floating head of the NWO, Scott McLeod.
I wasn't even supposed to be here.
We've got our token woman, Sarah Grieve, making up the numbers. Never mind that she's Quiz Showdown champion. Just this is Quiz Showdown 2.0, okay? Much like NXT 2.0, you're here to make up the numbers.
Okay.
And the long face you see in the corner, no, it's not Trigger. It's Callum making his Quiz Showdown debut.
It is indeed your boy, Callum Bennett.
Name's Bennett. Callum Bennett. Anyway, enough about that. Royal Rumble quiz, a concept I came up with all the way back in 2018, was absolutely dying for Rumble season. Look forward to Rumble season every year to break out what has become an iconic quiz, which is now part of the Quiz Showdown family as well. So many great moments. Scott, obviously, you know what I'm going to say. The first year, the tiebreaker, a question about Kane. And you got it wrong. I mean, Daniel, that's the perfect time to maybe introduce. He was the first ever winner of the Royal Rumble quiz. He's not competing today. However, he is helping me keep scores and keep track of this absolute motley crew. He is Mr. David Haughney.
Hi, David. He's off screen.
I didn't even know he was here.
You couldn't even be bothered to put him on screen just for that. Daniel, it's the perfect time to introduce him. That's a heads up.
All right, then. I'll introduce him. Do a retake.
No.
Sure. I'm checking say hi. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, everyone.
Daniel's like Warner Brothers, and this is clearly a franchise that I've created. And now, listen, I'm Vin Diesel. This is my Fast and Furious, damn it. Those of you who have listened to our 2018 and 2019 versions, where we had 8 people, and our Quiz Showdown last year, the first Royal Rumble quiz recorded. We had 8 people then, and quite frankly, I am not going to put up with you people anymore. So we've capped it at 5 this year with a referee in the corner. That's how out of control these things have got. I mean, anyone who's seen the early Rumbles, these things take time to get together. But talking about early Rumble quizzes, Dave, you survived a tiebreaker the year you won. the Royal Rumble quiz. Many people thought it should have went to maybe overall points. So that's why this year, the first round is risk and reward, okay?
Oh, God.
We're going to have 5 minutes on the clock. Because tiebreakers have been a bit of an issue here in recent years. I mean, they've led to Dave winning, and I mean, that should never have been allowed to happen. But this is about getting points on the board. So should we have a tie in round 2 when the elimination start, the lowest overall score from this round will be eliminated. So just a wee example. Say in this round, Nathan and Scott, Nathan gets 6, Scott gets 4, and then in the next round, they both get 3. Well, Nathan gets points on the board, so he eliminates Scott. Nathan, I know
sure he
you're
loves
excited at that. Just calm down.
I don't think Scott needs to worry about that.
So I'll ask the question, and then we'll get time on the board. And in 1988 and 1989, 46 individuals made their Royal Rumble debuts in the first 2 Royal Rumble matches.
Oh, no.
Right? So I need you to name as many of those wrestlers as possible. If you get it wrong, you're still in the game, but you risk becoming 1 point behind by the time it gets back to you. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each time, and any attempts to sabotage will be punished how I see fit. I haven't thought of it yet, but, you know, I'm a vengeful god. So...
Oh, this is why I'm here. I will help you out with that one.
Right. Well, you have the answers there, so you keep score. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll settle on the time. 5 minutes on the clock. 10 seconds to answer each time, or I'll move on. And your time starts now. Sarah.
Bret Hart.
Correct. Scott.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Correct. Nathan.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Correct.
Oh, thank God.
Was it me?
No, it's Daniel.
All right.
Big John Studd.
Big John Studd's correct. And Callum.
Triton Gonzalez.
Incorrect. So
Fucking bastard.
Callum finds himself 1 point behind, and to make this a lot more fun, see for the rest of the time, I'm not going to tell you if you've got it or not. We'll just move on to the next person. Dave, you'll be keeping score here.
Oh, Christ. Right. Okay.
That fills me with confidence. Thanks, Dave.
That's what you were brought for.
Right,
My
Sarah,
turn
you.
Jim Neidhart.
Okay, Scott,
One man gang.
Nathan.
IRS.
Okay, Daniel.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay, Callum.
Jerry Lawler.
Okay, and we're back to Sarah.
Tito Santana.
Okay,
I didn't
Scott.
like his name.
Jake Roberts.
Okay,
Virgil.
okay,
Rick Martel.
okay, Callum.
That was going to be my answer. Fuck. Oh. Past. Fuck.
You're not doing well so far.
Yes.
Randy Savage.
Okay,
Hulk Hogan.
Nathan.
Warrior.
Okay, Daniel.
British Bulldog.
Okay, and Callum. Can you think of any more?
Rick Rude.
Right, okay. David, have we got a clear front runner just now? I think we might have.
Yeah, I think we do. Yes.
Right, okay, we'll head back into the quiz. Sarah, you're next.
Marty Jannetty.
Scott,
Axe from Demolition.
Nathan,
Smash from Demolition.
I handed you that one.
You really did.
I gift wrapped that for you.
Back to you, Daniel.
I don't know if he was in it, but Andre.
Okay. Callum, come on, you're on 0.
Oh,
Think
it's
of a
me.
wrestler from the 80s.
Barry Horowitz. Horowitz, however you say his last name.
Horowitz or Horowitz. Hopefully one of them's in it and we can give you it. Right, we're back to Sarah, we're back to you.
Ted DiBiase,
Okay.
Senior.
No one thought it'd be Junior, but okay.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know if
Scott.
he's been said yet, but Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. Nathan?
Doink.
Daniel?
Shit, go for a gamble. Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik.
Jeff Jarrett.
Okay. We go back around, we keep going. You don't need to as soon as the answer comes out of the person before you's mouth, you can fire an answer in. We're under a minute now, guys.
Hercules.
Okay. Hercules.
The Barbarian.
Nathan.
King Kong Bundy.
Daniel.
Warlord. I don't know.
Yokozuna.
The Honky Tonk Man.
Butch Reed.
God damn it. Scott Steiner.
Rex Steiner.
Steamboat.
Arn Anderson.
Tully Blanchard.
I handed you that.
I love how people are shouting people's tag partners. Like, if he's wrong, I'll be wrong too.
I don't know. Dusty
Sorry,
Rhodes.
Nathan.
I don't know.
You don't know. You passing?
No, I said Dusty.
Oh, Dusty.
Wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that is the 5 minutes.
Time.
Just looking at the scores here. Is this the right? So Sarah get 9.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel get 5.
Oh,
Nathan get 3. Scott get 9. And Callum get 0.
Oh,
Aww.
So Callum. Right. Well, just what I'll do is I'll read out for the people at home the answers you could have had. Okay. So the answers were. So that is the answers you could have had. Callum, I know you're a young pup, but could you not think of one wrestler from the 80s that no one else said?
I was thinking of some, and then I was thinking of some, and then people took my answer, and I thought, oh no, I think of something better, and then
So what you're saying is,
I fucked it. Case in point, I fucked it.
aye, yes, I think that's the most logical explanation. Right, that does set up Sarah and Scott nicely for future rounds. Unfortunately, it now means if for the next few rounds you're going to have to win or beat whoever's bottom by at least a point. There needs to be so there's no pressure. Just don't do as bad as Callum. That's Callum, and you'll knock him out.
Don't come
Thanks,
last,
guys.
it'll be fine.
Appreciate it.
The wee baby.
Anyway, should we move on and start eliminating people?
Why not?
how cheerfully you declare that.
I know.
It's a
Right,
nice evening
guys,
for it.
pen and paper at the ready, and I am going to want to see your answers at the end, so do not lie to me.
Very well.
Round 2, as always in the Royal Rumble quiz, we talk about the year before's Royal Rumble. Of course we do, because it's only questions that are new that year. So round 2 is all about the 2021 Men's Royal Rumble, and there's 10 points up for grabs, okay?
Yay.
Yeah.
So, Edge and question 1, in case you thought I was starting at question 4. Question 1, Edge and Randy Orton started at number 1 and 2 in this year's Rumble match. But what superstar entered at number 3? Question
I got that
2.
one wrong.
Question 2. Now, I need 2 names here. You get a point per name. Kane made a surprise return to add to his incredible eliminations total. I won't mention the number. Now,
Best not.
what 2 wrestlers did he eliminate in the 2021 Royal Rumble match?
Oh,
Son
So
of
2 wrestlers, 2 eliminations for the Big Red Machine. Who were they?
I read this earlier.
Jesus.
Well, write it down then.
I should have been more prepared for this.
see, funny enough, I watched this yesterday, so
I should have done more research.
Yes, you should.
See,
Yeah.
I remember I did the last one of this that we did in the studio. That is exactly how I felt.
I should have just researched.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to relive, my base moment forever and ever and ever. So I watched it again and again and again and again.
Right, so question 3. Damien Priest made his main roster debut in the 2021 Royal Rumble. At what number did he enter?
I watched this fucking Rumble as well.
Omos did not take part in the 2021 Royal Rumble. However,
God.
he did eliminate 2 men. What 2 superstars did Omos eliminate? Point per wrestler.
This might be the only question I get right.
Hey, guys. Who's Omos?
Who's Omos?
You're joking, right?
No.
Omos is the big bodyguard that used to work with AJ.
He
Oh,
also
that
used to be
guy.
he was with Akira Tozawa for a while before
He
AJ
was like the ninja, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
He was the 8 foot tall ninja with Akira Tozawa.
It's weird just seeing Scott as a floating head in black and white.
Oh, I can't even think of 2 people.
Am I in black and white? Because I look in color on here.
No, you're.
No, you're clear. I was going to say you're
You're
in
in
black.
one division.
One division.
Nathan, I know
It
you
was
do.
Scott McLeod all along.
I know you do Rogue Opinions. How much for Rogue Opinions do you do wrestling wise?
Literally 0.
Not as much as he used to.
No.
Fair enough. That
Scott reminded me earlier that we watched Extreme Rules.
Oh, well, there we go. Right.
Recorded a review of it and everything, and he couldn't remember it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So this one is worth 4 points. 4 points on the board here, guys.
Reassuring.
4 men eliminated Bobby Lashley. Took 4 men to eliminate the Almighty.
Oh,
Name the 4 men.
I know.
You said like black and gold Nikki Cross there, Sarah.
I'm sorry, but this is the one thing I do remember just because of,
Daniel looks like he's writing his memoirs.
It was a typical
It was
Quiz
at this
Showdown.
point that I realized I was doomed.
No, that's me.
I questioned, why did I ever choose to be a competitor?
Surely it was better
Thus,
that I
he
remained
agreed
behind
never
those.
to compete in the Royal Rumble quiz.
I've got a pretty pink gel pen.
And mysteriously,
Right.
his declaration to compete in 2022 was edited out of Quiz Showdown 17.
Now, you know what? You don't need to. I know we were doing the floating. Even if you're holding your pad or if you're holding the pen in view, you know what I mean. Like, or your hands are in view. You don't need to. I just noticed Nathan's hands were in view there in that black. No, put your hands away. I don't need that. Right. Question 1. I asked you who was number 3 in last year's men's Royal Rumble. Nathan, I want to hear, who did you have?
Oh, I couldn't think of anybody, so I just thought of my least favorite human, so I just wrote Dolph.
That was my answer.
Was it?
Callum, what did you put?
I put Ziggler as well because I had a total mind blank and I thought I need to put
Yeah.
something down.
Okay, Daniel.
I completely guessed and I put The Miz.
Okay, Sarah.
I put my love, Sami Zayn.
And Scott?
I also happen to put Sami Zayn.
Okay, well, that's point for Sarah, point for Scott. Sami Zayn is the correct answer.
I watched this Rumble. Like, I watched it live.
Same.
No,
my original answer was because you asked for number 3. I was going to put Rose, Jamal, and Rico.
Oh,
Kane eliminated 2 men in this Rumble. Nathan, what 2 did you put?
I wrote Ricochet and Dolph again.
Okay. Callum, who did you put?
I put Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa.
Okay. Daniel?
I went Miz and Morrison.
Okay. Sarah?
I put Ricochet and Dolph.
And Scott?
I went on a little journey with this because I put Apollo and scored it out. Dolph. No, it's not Dolph. And then put Dolph again. And then maybe it was Dolph and Apollo. And then scored Apollo a third time and put Ricochet. So Dolph and Ricochet after that emotional roller coaster I went
That
on.
was such a long-winded
Right,
way
well,
to get
that's
to
it.
that.
The most long-winded answer anybody's ever had.
I was about to say we had
I felt under pressure not to get another Kane question wrong in this quiz. It was such turmoil for me.
Oh, the emotional, emotional damage.
So
High
that is
emotion.
2 points for Sarah, 2 points for Scott, and 2 points for Nathan.
Oh my god. Dolph
Points
was
on the
yes.
board. Callum, it is not looking good for you, is it?
If I get eliminated, I'm off to go cry and eat ice cream. Like, you know.
No, you have to sit and suffer and watch us.
Anyway, so I asked you, what number did Damien Priest debut at? I'm just going to get some of the answers. Sarah, what number did you put?
14.
Scott?
It's 14.
Nathan?
6.
Callum?
16.
And Daniel?
14.
It was 14 points for Sarah, Scott, and Daniel. The clue was the question before Kane came in before him, eliminated 2 people at number 13, the Demon at 13. And then Damien Priest came in.
I thought Kane
I
came
just
in after him,
remember
but
because we
alright.
had our sweepstake and Damien Priest. Well, number 14 was mine, and that's when Damien Priest came out. And I was like, well, I ain't winning this.
I remember, and I was raging that we weren't all watching together because I said, like, my draft season was going horrendous at that point, and I had Damien Priest on my draft team. And I said, you'll all be sorry when Damien Priest shows up and wins the Rumble. And then lo and behold, I'm sitting there just watching, like, this is great, Kane's back. Dun, 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 yes!
I remember Nathan will remember this. Nathan, a bunch of guys from Broken Pines were on Skype together watching this Rumble. Well, we're watching the Rumble pay-per-view. I remember the women's one. We were all saying before the women's match started, we said, throw out an outlandish pick. Use somebody who probably won't show up. I went, Victoria. Number 10, Victoria's music kit. I felt so justified. Like, yeah.
Going to remove that question, Scott. No. Right, so I asked you,
I thought I'd fucked up.
what 2 men did Omos, who Nathan does not know, eliminate from the outside? Nathan, you didn't know who Omos was, but did you know who he eliminated?
No, so I couldn't even think of 2 names, so I just wrote Heavy Machinery.
No, it wasn't Heavy Machinery.
Oh, okay.
Callum, who did you put?
Was it Big E and Kofi Kingston?
Okay. Daniel, who did you put?
I get the feeling it will have been them because I put Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik.
I'm going to just go out on a limb and say you're wrong there.
Thank you.
Sarah, who did you put?
I put Big E and Rey Mysterio.
And Scott?
Big E and Rey Mysterio. I was so raging about this.
Big and small.
A point for Callum, 2 points for Sarah and Scott. It was Big E and Rey Mysterio.
Can't wait to see him actually be legally in a Rumble this year.
I know, it'll be interesting to see how he does. Right, guys, I asked you 4 men who eliminated Big Bad Bobby Lashley. Who did we have? Scott, I'll start with you this time.
I'm confident about a few of these names, not all of them. Christian, Big E, Edge, Daniel Bryan.
Say that again.
Christian, Big E, Edge, and Daniel Bryan.
Okay. Sarah, what did you have?
Well, I had Christian, obviously.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Big E, Daniel Bryan, and Matt Riddle.
Okay. And Daniel, what did you have?
I had Edge, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, and John Cena, aka AJ Styles.
Okay.
And yet my
And-
happiness was not enough to, sway you.
Well, Jey Uso wasn't in that.
Callum, what full
that.
names did you put?
I had Edge, Orton, Cedric, and Shelton.
Say that again?
I had Edge, Orton, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin.
Okay. And
He meant Cedric Diggory.
Nathan, who did you put?
Oh, why did it come to me last? I wrote Ray, his kid, Kofi, and Jeff.
Kofi and Jay.
So was Ray, Aaliyah, Mysterio, and the others.
Yes, yeah. I
Right.
don't care which one.
Callum, Nathan, and Daniel get 0 there. Scott get 3. Sarah get 4. The
Like I said, I watched this
elimination.
last night.
The elimination was Biggie, Christian, Daniel Bryan, and Matt Riddle.
I think it's Edge and Christian made some like joint eliminations in that Rumble. So I assumed anyone in Christian eliminated Edge had a hand in.
Right. David, you have the scores for that round. Could you go from first place to last place in this round?
Yes. So first place is the champion Sarah Grieve on 10 points. Second
Okay.
place, Scott McLeod on 9 points. Third place, Nathan with 2 points. and joint last for this round is Callum and Daniel. But Daniel got 5 in round 1. So unfortunately, via the round 1
My thing, come back to me. Come back. You come back. You come right back.
Stealing my spotlight!
It's bad enough I've got Warner Brothers trying to fuck with the franchise up in the corner there. Anyway, as Dave may or may not have alluded to there, we had a tiebreaker round before this. And unfortunately, Callum, you lost the tiebreaker round, but you get a point on the board this round. No one goes home empty-handed. You go home with a point. Unfortunately, Callum, that does mean you are eliminated.
It's been the best of times. It's been the worst of times. There's ice cream in my freezer. Good night.
Good night. And there goes Callum.
And there goes the Hulk walking away music.
Just look, if we hear any dirty sounds, Callum, just feel free to let us know, like beforehand. Turn your camera
That
off.
would be handy, aye.
Well, that would be what you're
We'll
saying.
just
Yes.
hear wailing
Anyway,
in the corner.
Honestly, Nathan is still here in round 3. I guarantee you, no one is as surprised as he is.
I'm not. I was sort of like, oh, cool. I'll be done by 8.
Well, you might be done by 8:05. Round 3, the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble. Okay.
Did I legit say a question that wasn't supposed to?
No.
Oh, good.
What the
Maybe.
fuck just happened up there?
Callum doing the flop.
I may not fail. No, I think it's my cue to leave after the blunt force trauma I've just received. This has been wonderful. Thank you for having me. I was just dog shit at this. I will.
Stay! Watch it. We'll just laugh at your misery.
Oh, but my head
Or
really
rather,
hurts.
the other way around. The way that kind of invites him to stay, which is laugh at our misery.
Well, I shall return soon. There's ice cream that I want.
Fucking 3 faces of Foley. He's going to come back in round 4 as someone else. Ballum Kennett. Anyway, pens and pencils at the ready as Scott's colour has came back. It's clearly...
Yeah.
Yay!
To me, I've had the colour the whole time
Ross
on
is
my
now
screen.
gone black and white though.
No, mine's is just my conservatory lights are just hitting me at the... Like, I'm right in the middle.
Ooh,
Right.
me, I have a conservatory.
I've got a mortgage, I've got a mortgage. Anyway, so round 3, 2021, easy for me to say, Women's Royal Rumble. I was about to say Women's Royal Rumble. Now, question 1. What woman was announced as number 30 for this Royal Rumble before the event. So you'll remember back to last year, WWE Backstage announced entrants 1 and 2 for the Men's Rumble and number 30 for the Women's Rumble. This was back when I felt it was almost as if they were trying to take ownership of number 30. You know what I mean? Like, fans
not going
expect
to
a
be
surprise. Like, if we ruin it beforehand, you can't be disappointed.
Can I just point out, Scott's the only person whose hands I can't see on screen.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Kicking
So I
out.
didn't realize it was at every question. I thought it was the end of the round. There you go. See,
No, you.
wait, I remember the underwhelmingness of this question. I know who it is.
I know.
It's just like, I don't need to look anything up. I remember how bored I was.
I remember the disappointment.
I'm taking that as a big clue, by the way, because I hadn't written anything until you said boring.
Right. Bianca Belair won last year's Royal Rumble for 2 points. How long did she last before winning the Royal Rumble? Now, if you get it bang on, you get 2 points. If you get it 30 seconds either side, a point.
So
I
minutes
need
and seconds.
minutes and seconds, please. Possibly hours.
This was on
Days, weeks, months, years.
It's been 84 years.
This was on WWE's Instagram story a few days ago. So, I mean, if you
So
pay
if you want to
attention,
go quickly check WWE's Instagram, you might get the answer.
Callum,
I'm
I find
watching
this
you.
Callum, I find this post far too suggestive. Get kicked off YouTube for this.
There's Buck Reynolds returns in the corner there. Question 3 for 4 points.
Oh,
Bianca eliminated 4 women on her way to winning the Royal Rumble.
Oh, shit.
Name the 4 women. You know, today had a very old school feel about it. I got out of work early. I came home and managed to have a sleep before the show. I was rushing my notes last minute. It felt like I was back in the studio.
2 years on, how we wish that was true.
No. I miss
it
being
happen,
in a
Stephen.
sweatbox with you all. I think next month's Quiz Showdown, we should do it in a sauna just to get the feeling back, guys.
Yes, as Quackeraji
Yeah,
presents
no.
Chase, live from the sauna.
Live from Scotstoun sauna. Question 4. Who is the fastest person eliminated in the 2021 Royal Rumble? So who is the fastest person eliminated in the 2021 Royal Rumble?
Women's Rumble, yeah?
Yeah. Have we got an answer for question 4?
Yes. We'll do.
Okay. And number 5, who is the first person eliminated in the Women's Royal Rumble 2021? And who eliminated them? Okay.
oh God.
So point per name. A woman eliminated a woman. Who did it first?
Shocking.
And as you
Yeah,
do
Well, when you
that,
put it like that,
yeah. And as you do that, little come off the roses.
Roses,
little
roses,
come off the
roses,
roses,
and
and
we
we
dance them in small doses.
When the lid came off the roses. I feel like Jimmy Carr on Cats Does Countdown. You guys are trying to concentrate, and I'm just distracting you with confectionery and singing.
just the ASMR of you're crinkling the roses open.
Caramel barrel.
Although you don't laugh like a seal though, so it doesn't really fit Jimmy Carr's forte.
Jack does.
With the apartment quiz.
Jack
Jack is
does.
okay.
And Jack looks a wee bit like he looks like an off-brand Jimmy Carr doll you'd get in these off-license shops next to the
Jimmy Carr
Purple
from
Bar
Lush.com.
Simpsons and all that. Right. Round 3, pens down. I will put on my Dumbledore voice. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. By the way, I said this in the group chat. I'm going to say this to the viewers. The tonal shift in the Harry Potter films as the kids get older is quite brutal. I said this the other. Year 1, stay out of the 3rd floor corridor. It is a death trap. Year 4, would anyone like to put their name forward for a tri-nation fight to the death? Round 1. So I asked you what
3.
underwhelming meme was. I didn't say underwhelming. Scott said underwhelming, but let's be honest, it was announced as number 30. Nathan, you didn't have an answer until Scott said boring.
Yes, I wrote Natalia.
Okay, and can I safely assume the rest of you wrote Natalia?
I said fucking Natalia, but aye.
Daniel, you've got a face on you that says I didn't write Natalia.
No, I put someone equally as boring at the time. I put Carmella.
Amina.
Oh, right. Well, that's a point for each of the combatants except Daniel.
I mean, technically, her legal name is not fucking Natalia. It's just Natalia. So I don't know if Sarah should get that. That's my closest competitor. I know I must raise this issue.
Right.
Running the points. Judge it.
I'll throw my bread at you.
Scott.
What virtually?
Hey.
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
Feel like Professor McGonagall. How come every time there's an argument on this, it's always used to?
You started.
Scott, how long did you have as Bianca Belair's winning time?
56 minutes, 20 seconds.
Nathan, what did you put?
I just wrote 63.
63. You didn't specify seconds or minutes. You just thought she either won this really quickly or it took a while.
60 milliseconds is what he's meaning.
You got to hedge your bets sometimes.
Well, there you go. Played it safe. Daniel, did you equally sit on the fence or did you give us...
I played safe. I went with 44 minutes, 44 seconds.
Brilliant.
And Sarah, what did you put?
I said 56 minutes and 40 seconds.
I said I'd give you a point if you were in 30 seconds of the time. Scott, you were 32 seconds within
Oh, you gotta be fucking joking me.
Sorry.
Sarah
Fucking
gets
joking
a
me.
point. She said 56:40. The exact time, again, according to Wikipedia, is 56:52. So a point to Sarah there.
I thought that was 2. I was within 30 seconds.
No.
So you
No,
get
2
a
if you
point
bang
in
on.
30 seconds. You get 2 points if you get a bang on.
Uh,
No one ever. Daniel, you'll need to look through the archives. Has anyone ever got one of these bang on?
Oh, I don't know.
I've watched back previous quiz showdowns, and I don't think anybody's got a time question bang on.
No, I think I
know that-
remember.
I know-
I remember being one, and it was like you'd be in 30 seconds if you got it, and it was something like an hour and 20 seconds, and I put an hour 1 minute 20 seconds. So
I
not
think-
only was I got everything right except the minute.
The most I know is I remember we did a Price is Right round and Kwaku got it bang on the pen
yeah.
on one question.
That's
the most I
hilarious.
remember.
Right. I asked you for 4 names. The 4 names that Bianca couldn't remember her name there. Bianca Belair, very memorable Royal Rumble winner. Who did she eliminate on her way to winning the Royal Rumble? So, Scott, what 4 names did you put?
Rhea Ripley, Bailey, although you wouldn't know it because the camera missed it. She co-eliminated Charlotte, and I struggle for her other names, so because she'd already come up, I put Natalia.
Okay. Sarah, what 4 names did you put?
I put Bailey, Natalia, Charlotte, and Rhea Ripley.
Okay. Daniel, what 4 names did you put?
Well, I've got 2 of them. I've got Charlotte and Rhea. I've also got Victoria and Nikki Cross.
Okay. And Nathan?
All right, Rhea, Charlotte, and the Iconics.
2 points for Nathan and Daniel, 4 points for Sarah and Scott.
Nice.
Sarah, can you stop getting the same questions as me? I'm trying to establish a lead here. You're ruining everything.
Who fucking who? The only reason I'm doing well is because I watched this last night. See if it's any other Rumble later on or whatever Ross has later. I will probably do shit. I will not lie.
Welcome to the 1994 Royal Rumble.
I'm just going to point out right now, like, whoever wins this and becomes Quiz Showdown champion, you're technically getting a break until April, because we've got the chase next month, we've got a tag team format in March, so you get to sit and just chill, basically.
I will Scott's the chaser next one, and I don't want him to go in being the champion.
And I would very much like that. So, and you're being unreasonable about it.
Anyway, if the two of you could settle down a moment, I asked you who was eliminated the quickest in the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble. Daniel, who did you put?
Absolute guess, Alicia Fox.
Nathan, who did you put?
I originally wrote Carmella, then I had a brainwave because I remember something weird happening, so I wrote Alexa Bliss.
Okay, Sarah, who did you put?
I put Carmella.
And Scott, who did you put?
It took me a while, but much like Nathan, I also had a brainwave and put Alexa Bliss.
With 1 minute and 2 seconds, Nathan and Scott get the points there. It was Alexa Bliss.
Oh, really?
Yep. She had she was doing the transformation into her stolen Bray Wyatt gimmick, and about 3 people just ran behind and went, fuck.
Yeah, but I thought Carmella was like 40 seconds or something. She wasn't in for that long.
Do you mean Alicia Fox was in longer?
Yep.
What's your nice to fit a 24/7 title reign?
You mean Alicia Fox was in the match?
Yes, I remember Carmella being very, very quick.
Oh.
Well,
anyhow,
I'm just like
Alicia Fox was in for 148.
That is alarming.
No, you're right. Sorry, point to Sarah. It was Carmella. It was 47 seconds. My apologies.
I was going to say she was not in for that long.
Did I say I crossed out Carmella? I meant Alexa.
Sorry, I had Carmella as well. Can I just change this?
Yeah.
And Alexa Bliss was 102.
So I got.
It's a point to Sarah.
Just Sarah, yeah, that gets the point. Yeah.
I should point out. See, rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4. I wrote up about 4 months ago.
Yeah, because I randomly get a message from Ross in the middle of the night going, by the way, here's what a sleepless night does to you.
And then the final question, which is a pièce de résistance, I came up with 3 days ago. So apologies for that. But yes, it was Carmella with 47 seconds.
Like my cat.
Cute. And I was about to ask the next round's question there. So I asked you question 5 after that brain fart. God, it's like Union Dale all over again.
Hey, leave that alone. It's in the past.
It'll never die.
I asked you who was the first woman eliminated and who eliminated her in the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble. Daniel, what did you put?
Completely wrong, I know. I had Dana being eliminated by Liv Morgan.
Okay. Sarah, who did you put?
Shotzi eliminated by Shayna.
Scott?
I knew Shotzi took a shot in the dark and put Shayna.
Okay, and Nathan?
Well, no, I'm wrong now. But Selena by Sasha Banks. I don't know. It was
You are wrong, yes. It's Scott and Sarah for 2 points each.
Oh.
And I just had by the way, I double checked that while I was on. Just not going back on and doing this twice. Right, so that is 2 points to Sarah, 2 points to Scott there. David, give us the points total for this round.
So once again, Sarah tops this round with 9 points. Second place is Scott with 7 points. Third place is Nathan with 3 points. Last for this round is Daniel Campbell with 2 points.
There we are. Nathan, you look like the most unlikely, the unlikely guy who quite frankly, does not want to be here still either.
A true story. Scott said to me, I said to Scott when he asked me to do this, he was like, I went, oh, I'll probably be out first. So he said, oh, yeah, you'll be out in like the first 5 minutes, I think Scott said. So I agree.
That's a joke. But then you
do another podcast with someone else at 8, thinking I'm going to be out of this immediately. So I've had to be messaging them and be like, I'm still in this fucking quiz.
And then I think when you said that the eliminations weren't going to start to the second round, I thought, oh, you've got at least 2 rounds in there.
Yeah.
I get halfway, so I'm happy.
Well, there we go. Right, so round 4, you'll be out for round 4. Trust me, you'll be fine if you've not watched.
Oh yeah, right. I'm all right. I'm not going to try.
Tell your friend 25 to 9, right? Unless you get off, go pee and then get on.
This would be amazing.
Right.
And a pig now. Piggy go.
That's nice. Anyway, moving swiftly on. As Daniel is eliminated, we go on to round 4, 12 points up for grabs, 5 questions. It's called It's All About the Numbers.
Ah, fuck.
12 points up for grabs here. I so hope Nathan goes through. Sorry, I so hope you go through here. I mean, like, put it this way, if you go through and the final round, it completely negates who's going to win because the other people will get this and you might not. But,
okay.
Like, I just want you to, the fact that you're like, yeah, I made plans. I thought I was getting eliminated. Fun fact, the second annual Royal Rumble quiz, Nathan was so confident that he was going to be eliminated by the at least 3rd round that he agreed dinner plans with his missus. When he get eliminated in round 3, he's like, right, I'm away to get my missus. Like, all right, cool, see you later, Nathan. Thanks for sticking about.
I miss Nathan.
Anyway, round 4, question 1, 4 points up for grabs straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1. The number 27 is the most common number for winners, with 4 winners coming from that spot. But can you name the years, that produced this winner? So I need the 4 years where the number 27 won the Rumble.
That's a stinker.
Fuck off.
I mean, you'd probably know, Dave.
No, I don't, honestly. Can I just point out, Sarah has yet to get a question wrong in this quiz.
Don't fucking jinx me, Dave.
Yeah, but she's lost a point. She's not got full points.
Well, there's not been a question where she hasn't scored 0.
Pressure.
Anyway,
under pressure.
so we need 4 years. 4 years.
4 more years. 4 more years.
Just so no one puts something stupid like 1972. 1988 was the first Rumble, okay? Just like, so nobody puts like 67, 68, 79, and 86. No, wrong.
Guys, do you remember the Royal Rumble of 1624? That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Royal Rumble of 69.
An actual barbarian won that.
My grandfather told me tales of it.
Did somebody one year say 1909?
I think that was something for like one of the quizzes we done on WWE. But anyway,
Yeah.
If we've got 4 years down,
Mm-hmm.
right, the second most common number is a 3-way tie with 3 winners each year between number 1, number 30, and what other number? So what number other than 1 and 30 has produced 3 winners?
Oh,
I think I know this one.
of course you could, Dave.
Well, then you should have put your name in.
Oh no,
Put
I'd
your name in the goblet of fire next time, Harry.
have been out for round 2, if I'm being honest.
I'm scared of Dave now jinxing me.
I really hope he has jinxed you just so Nathan's in the final.
I mean, if you want, you can combine my total with Nathan's and see what
No,
happens.
you're right.
Yours will go up by 1 point.
So, because there's only 3 of you here, I'm going to do something different because I was stuck for a question, but this is a really good question for question 3, but I need your answers for question 2, okay? So, what number did you put for question 2, Sarah?
28.
Okay, Scott, what did you put?
18.
And Nathan, what did you put?
20.
Well, you're all wrong.
Oh,
Panicked.
Oh.
It's
I panicked.
24. Number 24 has produced 3 winners.
Now, are we talking men's only or men and women combined?
No, just the men's.
Well, that's where I got my because I was counting Becky Lynch.
That's what I was thinking.
I.
Okay, never mind.
I was just going with the men's. Sorry, I do apologize. Anyway, name the 3 men
Sorry.
who have question 3, point for each name. Name the 3 men who won the Royal Rumble from number 24. Name the 3 men who have won the Royal Rumble from number 24.
Okay, well, I know. See, Dave, you jinxed me. I got one question wrong.
It's always easier when you get to blame someone else, isn't it?
Well, with all fairness, I could have blamed you, but
in all fairness, that wasn't your fault.
Don't blame the questions.
yeah, blame your sexistness.
My sexistness.
I don't know.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
My cat turned away because it's like, what is going on here now?
I'm not ready.
Only 2 Royal Rumbles have had winners higher than number 30.
Oh.
Alberto Del Rio and Braun Strowman. What numbers did those 2 men enter when they won their 30-plus man Royal Rumbles? So I need what number Alberto Del Rio, easy for me to say, and what number was Braun Strowman?
Was this the Rumble of 69?
No, it was not. It was the Rumble of Saudi.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring.
Back in the Rumble of Saudi. And question 5. 2 points up for grabs. A point if you're within a minute.
Great.
Charlotte Flair holds the longest combined time spent in a women's Royal Rumble. But what is that time? So, longest combined time in a women's Royal Rumble.
So remember,
it
was the tally up until like last year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Charlotte wasn't in the first Royal Rumble.
Yeah, basically, as soon as good people got in.
Right. I'm going to need to write down a whole bunch of numbers here and try and add up in my head.
Just maths, it's fun.
Maths fails me. I cannot do anything without a calculator.
Scott, give us some jazz
that's
hands.
Minutes. Right, okay. So don't distract me.
Right. Right. Time's up.
No.
Pens down.
No.
Pens down.
Pens down, Sarah, or I'm deducting a point.
No.
Pens down. That's the orders that we give at Haughney's Hoagie House. Come get all your official hoagies from Haughney's Hoagie House.
Join now, you get a 69% discount.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. The 4 years where the number 27 produced the winner in the men's Royal Rumble. Number 27 produced the men's winner in the Royal Rumble. Nathan, what 4 years did you put?
So 4 random years I picked: 2003, 2005, 1994, and 2009.
Okay, that's 0 points there.
Sweet.
Scott, what years did you put?
1989, 93. I also put 94 and then 2001.
Okay, and Sarah, what did you put?
I put the same as Scott.
Say that again?
I put 1989, 93, 94, 2001. Same as Scott.
Show me the pad.
I can show you the pad.
Right, nice one.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Yeah, that's 4 points for Sarah, 4 points for Scott.
Didn't Nathan say 94?
I was
I
going
was about to say, I
Nathan
said
94.
94.
Wait, you did say 94, yeah.
You
So
did.
Nathan gets
Yeah,
one.
I know. I said 4 points for Sarah, 4 points for Scott.
Yeah, but you said none for
Nathan gets
Nathan.
1 because he said
No, Nathan gets
94.
one.
You
said
said
none.
you said no points
said
earlier
none.
on.
Oh,
You
did
said
I? I do
none.
apologise.
Yeah.
That's
Nathan
right.
gets
I didn't have a clue till they said it.
Nathan,
Stand
you've
up for
shown
yourself,
you've
man.
done your best, and that's all I can ask.
Thank you.
I asked you what year, what number, along with 1 and 30, produced 3 winners. You all said the wrong answer. It was 24. I asked you, question 3, give me the three men who won from the number 24. Scott, 3 men who won from 24.
Okay, I don't know how they'll see this. Yeah, Rock, Austin, Sheamus.
Rock, Austin, Sheamus. Nathan, who did you put?
I put Orton, Hulk, and Shinsuke.
Okay. And Sarah, who did you put?
Right. Forgive me, I did say The Rock, and it says Stone Austin, but it's Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan.
I'll accept Stone Austin.
Stone Austin.
My mind went blank. I was like, Stone Austin.
It's 3 for Sarah, 2 for Scott, and 1 for Nathan. It's Hogan, Austin, and Rock.
I thought I put Sheamus because I knew their name. I was 50% sure he was like 22 potentially. So
Now, I asked you for the 2 over 30 numbers that produced Royal Rumble winners. Sarah, we'll start with you. What numbers did you put?
I said 41 and 38.
Okay, Scott, who did you put?
I also put 30 and 41.
Okay. Nathan, what did you put?
Put 40 and 45.
That's the sound of a man who knows he's going to do his other podcast shortly.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 points for Scott, 2 points for Sarah. And Nathan, for the last time, I'll come to you.
Okay.
What combined time does Charlotte Flair have in the Women's Royal Rumble?
I'm glad you've asked that question. It's I went for 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 5 seconds.
I mean, you got the 5 second part right.
Sweet.
Scott.
I mean, I've tried to say there's not been that many women's rumbles. So I just put 1 hour 57 minutes. Didn't put any seconds.
Sarah, what did you put?
Well, see, because I couldn't put it into hours. I said 110 minutes 59 seconds.
To be an hour 50.
No, 70 minutes, 59 seconds. Oh, no, sorry. No, it's 2 hours.
If you said an hour and 10 minutes, that's 70 minutes.
Yeah, totally.
Right. Well, no, you're all wrong. It
It's
was
a
1
match,
hour.
man.
It was 1 hour 51 5 seconds. Only sweet Nathan got that 5 second. And quite frankly, none of you deserve him. But unfortunately, we don't need to look at the scores. Nathan, you are out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Great
Thank
fun.
you for
Thank you,
opening the
guys.
forbidden
Thanks,
door.
Thank
Well
you.
done,
Thanks very
Nathan.
much,
Again
man.
soon.
Right, guys. As we head into the final round and the final 2 of the 4th annual Royal Rumble quiz, I have conducted a mad scientist of a question here, okay, guys? Now, Daniel will be keeping a close eye on Sarah, and David will be keeping a close eye on Scott. Make sure there's no cheating, no phone use. Now, 27 men have won the Royal Rumble. 87 men have won the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, fuck off.
And 48 men have won the 2003 introduced WWE United States Championship. Listen carefully to that. The 2003 onwards WWE United States Championship. Okay. Now, of those numbers, 27, 87, 48, forget them all. Because only 7 men have won the Royal Rumble, the Intercontinental Championship,
Fuck off.
and the WWE United States Championship. Scott and Sarah, when I say go, you will have 2 minutes to write down 7 names. Now, bear in mind, I'm going to take your first 7 names. So if you write a list with 8, I'm cutting you off at number 7.
Oh, shit.
So you have 2 minutes to find those 7 men who have won the United States, Intercontinental, and the Royal Rumble. Your time starts now. Look at them squirm.
Ross, I just have one thing to ask.
Yes.
Who pissed you off that badly that you thought of this question?
You know, it was just going to be. I'll tell you what it was going to be.
No, that's not right.
It was going to be like a penalty shootout, and then I couldn't agree more on what side was harder and what side was easier, and tried to balance the questions. And I didn't want someone going, "If I had his questions, I'd have won. If I get the questions she got, I'd have won."
Fucking no.
So,
Fucking no.
so 7 names, guys. You've got 1 minute and 15 left.
I don't like this game anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of giving me vibes of the last one we did in the studio.
Has he won it? Oh, I don't
And it's
know.
like me and Scott trying to remember all the runners up. Or what even was it? Was it the runners up we had to do?
Yeah, the runners
It
up.
was every runner-up or something like that, or every runner-up or every number. No, the number 30 was last year. The number 30. Right. 45 seconds left, people.
See, this
That's
is the
making
sort
that
of
noise.
quiz
It's
stuff.
distracting.
This is the sort of quiz stuff I used to enjoy doing because I used to go to quizzes when Megabytes Cafe was open down near Slater's in town. I used to go in there and do quizzes whenever they did it, and their last question was always a list very much like this, so I'm familiar with this kind of thing.
20 seconds, guys, and when I say pens down, I mean pens down.
I don't know who's done it.
Hands where we can see them as well.
Got one more need to get. One more.
I don't know. I know of
4,
one.
3, 2, 1, and pens down, hands on the screen.
Chuck your pens away as well.
I know. I just threw it away. I was just like, you know what? I don't know.
Right. Scott, many names did you get?
6.
Sarah, how many names did you get?
I only managed to write down 5.
Okay, Sarah, give me your 5 names.
Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio. I don't
Okay,
know.
and Scott, give me your 6
I don't know.
names.
I for a minute thought James, but I don't think James has won the Intercontinental title stuff.
I don't know.
Nakamura, Chris Benoit, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Rey Mysterio.
Sarah, of your 5, you get 2 right.
That's better than what I thought. I only thought I
Scott,
was
of
gonna get
your
one.
6, you get
Just say one
6.
more. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Now, David, do you know who the 7th one is?
Let me think. Is it?
I couldn't remember Randy Orton being US or IC champ.
No, I'm black. I was going to say Edge, but no, he's not won the US title.
So Edge and the likes of Edge and Stone Cold were meant to trip you up because they won the WCW version of the US title, as did Ric Flair. Daniel, do you know who it is?
I honestly couldn't even give a guess on that one. No, I've got nothing.
So the 7 men are Chris Benoit, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rey Mysterio, and Bret the Hitman Hart.
I
Bret
thought he was
won
going to
the
be US champ.
United States title from The Miz on an episode of Raw in Canada in 2010. Benoit won the 2004 Rumble. Bret Hart co-won the 94 Rumble. Seth won the 2019 Rumble. Roman won the 2015. Randy Orton 2009 and 2017. Nakamura 2018. Rey Mysterio 2006. So Scott, in that final round with 6-2, you are our 2022 Royal Rumble quiz winner and our first ever two-time Royal Rumble quiz winner. And most importantly of all, as we are now part of the Quiz Showdown family, you are now Quiz Showdown champion. Congratulations. Can I ask you a question, a serious question?
Yes.
Does it annoy you more that you didn't get that one person?
A wee bit, because I was on our worst US champion show and we discussed Bret Hart towards the end of that show. So, yeah. Honestly, I had a brainwave where I thought, oh, Sheamus. Wait, no, he's not won the IC title.
Aye.
I can't remember if he had or not.
Second Royal Rumble quiz win, and Daniel might remember this. It comes down to a 6-2 thing yet again, because he got 6 wrong and I got 2 wrong, which is what really clinched it. And then again, I got 6, and then Sarah gets 2.
There we are. So
I'm a 2-time Royal Rumble runner-up.
And oddly enough, funnily enough, on the note of 6s, this is Scott's 6th win on Quiz Showdown.
And 4th Quiz Showdown championship, by the way.
I was doing so well.
With a difference of 2.
This was...
See, if you weren't refreshing the scores, I would have smoked you.
This is sort of reverse of the first Royal Rumble, Dave. You know, you had a couple of ropey early rounds. Scott battered his way through the competition. And then in the final round, when it came that time, Scott lost and you triumphed. Thus is the peril of the Royal Rumble quiz. That is going to do it for this edition of Quiz Showdown. Quiz Showdown 18. Let's get ready to fumble. Congratulations to Scott. Commiserations to Sarah. An absolute Brock Lesnar-like performance in the early rounds, but Scott, the Drew McIntyre of the final round, with a Claymore performance of 6-2. Thank you very much, Dave, for helping keep the score and keep order. I needed a referee after last year. Thank you very much, Daniel, for the production you'll be doing after, and for
thank you.
for the first time on Quiz Showdown. And
I made it to round 3. I'm happy with that.
There we are. Thank you very much, Callum. Thank you very much, Nathan, from Rogue Opinions. And we mentioned earlier on, Quiz Showdown 19, the Chaser special. Not a rip-off at all. Don't sue us. Hosted by Kwaki Aji. Scott McLeod is the Chaser. And I believe, is it 4 men chasing him?
It will be 4 people chasing him, and the prize is the budget for the next night out. So if you want a high budget, as far as I'm aware, Stephen and Stephen, because there are 2 Stephens in our pod chat now because of shenanigans, both of them will be funding our night out. So, you know, guys,
if I have my way, there'll be no nights out, no fun for anybody.
I'm really enjoying the changes. I'm really enjoying the changes to David Campbell's ESSR. Anyway, we mentioned that we have a tag team quiz showdown coming up in March. We'll probably do something WrestleMania related in April.
Well, the tag team special is not only WrestleMania themed, it is also themed around the Attitude Era. So it's a mix of both.
Oh, there we go. There we are.
I'm inviting on duos, and just come on and have fun. It'll be Quiz Showdown 20. The duos do battle.
There we are, where it all begins again. Thank you very much for watching us. Don't forget, if you want to listen to our reviews, interviews, news and previews, then you can listen to our massive back catalogue on Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet, iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, and all good Android podcasting sites. You can find us at Suplex Retweet, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube with a massive back catalogue of quiz showdowns, bookets, retro reviews, and so much more. And of course, if you want to get involved in the conversation, then follow us, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the Facebook community. David Campbell asks a question every week for Central. I don't ask him to do it. He just does it. I've asked him to stop, but he won't. You can get involved in that question. It makes my life hell. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.